Hello, everyone. Welcome. And no, we're not starting a new rock band today. We are the Beatles, and we beat bugs. I would like to tell you a story of a very inspiring Ukrainian startup born from the expertise of two Ukrainian powerhouses. Company Mosquito, that specializes in pest control and has 7 years of proven track record in guarding people from mosquitoes. And company called Drone.ua that has 10 plus years in agricultural robotics and covered almost 8 million acres with drone sprayers in Ukraine and Eastern Europe. So with the combined expertise of these two companies, we created something incredible. We created a device that utilizes primary instincts of insects to catch them in a smart trap without using any harmful pesticides, without using anything that is not natural. So by utilizing things like sound, light, scent, and smell, all of these mating sounds and pheromones that are attracting insects, we are creating a special sauce, the formula that we put inside of our machine, and actually insects are attracted to our device more than they are attracted to the crops. You can see orange orchards on the photo because we started our journey in the agricultural pest control with two specific malicious species, one of which is very crucial for the agriculture of California state. It's Asian citrus psyllid, a very nasty one that kills young citrus trees and prevents them from bringing fruits and is responsible for all the greening of the citrus orchards. So this is one of the species we are focusing on right now, and our prototype that you could see at the booth D3 today is actually tailored for this species. Another one that we are working with on the East Coast is the spotted lanternfly, and without much saying, you all know that this is a very highly invasive species that travels from east to west, and hopefully we can slow it down or stop from reaching the orchards and vineyards of California. So our technology is powered by the team of R&D and engineers based in Ukraine. And we are partnering with the entomologists and with the scientists in the universities in Europe and in the US. And in FIRA here, we're actually looking for more partnerships with the universities because, as we all know, proof of concept in the US market is crucial. So this is something very important for us. So this is our solution. We understand how specific pests behave. We attract them to our trap. This is the device. It uses airflow. Once the pest comes close, it gets in the trap. It keeps in the sack until it dries out naturally, no pesticides. This machine needs service once in about 3 weeks. We are working on the next generation. So right now we're conducting field tests in Brazil with our partner in Sao Paulo, and we will talk about this a little later. But as we go with the field tests, we understand the form factor and other specificities that need to be incorporated in the design of our product. It's very versatile. It can be that size that you can see in the prototype on our booth, or for instance, for the berry producers, for like fruit fly, it can be changed in the height, and totally the formula will be different, but the principle is the same. So the beauty of this product is that it only targets the species that we want to combat. It is not, it's not harming pollinators. It's safe for bees. And also the insects that are caught in our traps, they dry out naturally. So that makes a full cycle. We can reuse them, repurpose for like food for aquaculture or for other agricultural uses. So nothing is wasted, and we really want not to mess with the ecosystem. So the only pests that we are targeting and luring into our trap are the malicious pests that are bad for this or that crops. So as I just said, our mission is to ensure a safer environment for everyone. As we know, the pesticides, we cannot live without pesticides, but there are too many, and our planet is suffering, so we really want to add to the climate change issues and to health and safety issues for the food producers by also ensuring higher crops and more food safety for the global arena. So this is our mission, to promote sustainable farming without harming ecosystems. Our technology. I already told that this is a trap. It's very flexible, it's very versatile, it's very adaptable. We do not use any harsh chemicals. We don't use any chemicals except for the natural ones. And our team provides long-term support, so our idea is to provide service with our traps in the fields, be it guarding the borders of the orchard or the field, or lowering the amount of the population of pests in already infested areas by putting our devices in kind of a chessboard design. One device can cover an area of about an acre around it, so this is how we roll with the fields. Our background and expertise, as I already said, we are Ukrainian companies born from the expertise in pest control and agricultural robotics, and this is what we put together behind our product. Key benefits, well, it goes without saying, as it's first and foremost, it's health, safety, and of course, it's efficient. This technology is quite cost-effective because the device itself doesn't take many materials, like many expensive materials to produce. The patented formulas behind each species is something that we are working as part of R&D, and this is our intellectual property. This is basically what makes our product unique. Eco-friendly, sustainable, pollinator safe. There is no kind of drawbacks to the product as we see it. Here is our team. I'm really proud to present that we are 100% female-founded startup. My colleagues, Anastasia and Olga, represent mosquito side of the family, and they're right now at the Pest World exhibition in Denver, doing the same job I'm doing here, talking about our solution. And my colleague Irina Kirushenko, she is supporting and backing us up with our R&D and manufacturing team back in Ukraine. So we truly believe that ag tech needs more women. And we are leading in this way too. So I told you a little bit about our field tests in Brazil. This is the device in the wild. What we learned is about the psyllid is that the female ones that actually are attracted to the young trees tend to fly a little higher than the male ones, and actually the females are the bad ones. So we are a female startup fighting the female pests, huh? So we elevated the device with a physical platform, but our new iteration will totally be taller. And as of now, we are using wired energy, but next iteration will be fully solar powered. And this is the catch of the day. It's actually just 2 days ago. For 24 hours, that's what one device catches, and we have a team of our experts kind of doing the count for the males, females, and some other species that can occasionally get drawn by the flow of air. But this is the principle of how we work, and this is quite about it, and I'm ready to answer your questions. So please, let's go to that session. Sure?
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
Can you trap multiple pests with a single trap, which have different pheromones?
It's a good question. As of now, we didn't think of it this way. So actually, we are utilizing a trap with this cartridge of the formula for a specific pest. So, but probably there might be an option that 2 related types of pests, for instance, moth class or triffids, would be attracted to the similar physical characteristics, like features like sound and light and stuff like this, but they will need additional let's say, pheromone, then it would make it possible. This is a very good question. We'll work with this with our R&D team, but I totally think it is possible.
And the second question pertains to, you said that a trap cover, thank you, that a trap covers 1 acre.
About it, yes.
So if you had a 25-acre unit, would you need less traps in the center with the outer edge acting as a fence? You don't have to answer that. It's just a question for you to think about.
No, it's a good question. I actually wanted to come here. We have a technical guy here with me. So there is a brilliant mind behind every startup. So Valery actually is the part of the Drone UA, he's a co-founder of Drone UA company, one of our mother companies. And his expertise lies in agricultural robotics. So I actually would like you to maybe elaborate on that question.
So basically, it is absolutely possible to use in a different quantity the stations inside the field and on the boundaries. Sometimes we need to protect only the boundaries to prevent pests to move into the orchard. But if there are already existing population of malicious pests, we need to lower it down. In this way, we need some of devices installed in center or in the areas of infestation. However, after the problem is solved, it can be moved again to the borders or to the next area if we have lowered probability or possibility of these particular pests to appear according to the weather conditions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
We have about 10 minutes left for your session, so you've got a lot of questions.
Please.
You're welcome to take all the time you need.
Okay.
How much power does it require?
Okay, good question about power usage. The power usage depends on the intensivity of the fan that is working inside. And in our bigger units that are fighting mosquitoes, there is a possibility to change the intensivity of the fan working if there are no pests around. So basically, it can detect approaching pests and lower the power drain. In the same way, we are going to work with this robotic device. So right now on the prototype use, the fan works continuously, so we can predict that the range will be quite higher. But in a working scenario, during different stages, during the daytime and nighttime, there will be different intensivity of the power. It will be all covered by the power station and the enough solar panels to be able to operate 24/7 in any kind of weather conditions with the always existing 30% of backup just in case something goes wrong. So the device has to be fully powered all the time.
Are these units, do you rent them or do you purchase?
Good question. Our initial idea were to sell the devices. It's good. It creates some possibility to immediately put it in the capital investments in terms of the productions of the next units. It gives you fast margin. But in terms of agriculture use, it is a little bit different. The point is that farmers are counting not by capital investments. It is really important to calculate by acres. So it will be a subscription model. Okay. There will be installed devices to cover specific area, and it will be charged by acres covered. And the price will be competitive to the actual use of pesticides that are using against the same problem. So the price right now are not the final, but the market target price will be the same, meaning that it will be not more expensive to the farmer than it is right now, but it will be much more efficient in terms of ecology, safety, and more organic.
Right, and it would qualify for the organic farming. Yes?
We aim at that.
We
That's-
aim at
yeah.
that. There
Yeah.
will be no gas used at the farm since it will be full electric, etc. It is quite new stuff since the electrical farming equipment is new stuff coming to the industry. It will be pesticides free. So there will be no harmful pesticides sprayed, and definitely we will be aiming into using this robotics equipment to make agricultural production more organic.
Got it.
Any other questions?
Okay, so yes.
Are you interested in providing units to the scientific community who is doing ecological research?
If you are interested in the work with scientific community and ecological researches, yes, definitely. We are here actually just to maintain the contacts and create partnerships with universities, with organizations like you mentioned, just to create an understanding and the proof of concept, because we can sell and do anything, but we need academia and we need tests and researches to make our work better. And we will definitely talk after this presentation. We would love to have an opportunity to partner with as many as possible universities across all United States with more problems, with different needs, but we want to hear everybody and create solutions that will fit each other, and it will be win-win for everybody.
We have another question on this side of the room.
Yeah, the question over here.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I know you had mentioned that in future iterations you would have an intermittent operation that can save energy usage in terms of turning on fans when there's an approaching insect. I'm curious how you would do that in terms of sensing when there's an approaching insect.
Well, the secret sauce in this proper question is that we are already experienced in the devices similar to this, but they are fighting different kind of pests. Basically, we are fighting against mosquitoes for 7 years already, and this is already an existing technology to turn off, turn on, to work in different mode during day, night. So it is just a question of the practice that we do already have, but it will be modified according to the conditions properly on the farm, and according to the behavior of the pests that we are targeting to.
I'm intrigued. I have a question. Can you control it? Does it have a Wi-Fi emitter or?
Good question. So we understood that, and you have seen the catch of the day. So amount of the box, amount of the possible pests is quite large, and during its operation, the device collects the data. It collects the number, it collects the number of different pests approached to the device and sucked in. It collects the information about the weight of this material. It collects the biodiversity of actually the head count that we have caught this night or this day, and all this is actually a very useful information in terms of consolidation and comparing during different phases of the months, year, or even the day. It can be compared between different regions, different parts of the field, and it can be used into creating bigger analytical models, some kind of matrices to be fed to machine learning processes and get analytics out of it. So basically, having these data, USDA agencies, different kind of scientific research facilities, they can use it to put on top some kind of weather data, etc., just to understand how the infestations in the regions are ongoing, how everything is behaving. And yes, you are right, the machine has to be connected in this way to the internet, and the connection must be. It is an issue that in rural areas we do have bad coverage of GSM signal, but it will be solved, and we see many examples nowadays how we can deliver internet to the most distant farms, and we don't believe that this is an unsolvable solution. It will be solved, and we do have solutions for that as well.
The farmer would want those analytical data at real time, correct?
Nowadays, the time used for machine learning processes is not crucial. It is not long. To understand the volume of time needed to calculate the, for example, by units, the code bugs, it will take not more than several hours if we will use cloud computing powers. Everything is just related to the possibility to rent enough of the calculating power in the cloud, and it will be solved. And also, if we are not the one who is actually interested in this data, the data processing might be done on the part of university that can have much more processing power in their mainframes, since universities in the United States are the source of the all best ideas and analytics.
It sounds like your product can be used anywhere besides just a farm, huh?
Well, the data, besides that, just again the question.
Again, if there's a heavily populated area that's full of a certain bug or a beetle, and let's just say it's a residential area, your technology could seem to work anywhere, huh?
I hope so, yes. We don't have any kind of limitations to use this technology even close to places where people live. It doesn't create any harmful effect to the population nearby. You can sit here and the machine can work just 2 meters away of you and you will not receive any harm, but you will be protected and your harvest will be protected even if it stays just in the middle of the orchard.
Or it's your personal small garden, or it's your patio where you're fighting mosquitoes. Like the devices we're using for mosquitoes, they are like this year, G12 summit in India was protected by our devices, the mosquitoes. So at 92% of success rate of eliminating mosquitoes in the area within 1 acre, this is quite a spectacular results that we've been achieving with the like human protection. And we hope to reach the same results with the agriculture.
Very nice. That's your.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we welcome everyone to our booth D3, so you can see it for yourself. We have the device there. So thank you very much.